Hi, I wanted to share a small part of this quantum healing session that included an energetic healing of a pain my client had on the right side of her body, right above her hip. Her subconscious went on to say that the pain can be seen as a message. When I asked her subconscious what the reason was for this pain, they said it was her own self-limitation. So take a listen, and on the other side, I actually had her come back in a week later and talk about how it felt while she was going through the experience. I want to thank her for letting me share, and also for coming back in a week later and doing this short video at the end explaining her experience.
So I want to ask about this pain in her side. She even felt it at the end there. She felt that someone was stepping on her. What is the cause?
Self-limitation.
Self-limitation. Where did this, where and how did this originate?
I see wound.
So there's a wound there, maybe from the past?
It feels that way.
Okay.
It's hollow.
Okay, so every wound or illness has a purpose. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose of this?
Armor.
So she's ready to drop the fear and the self-doubt. So does that mean that she's ready to move on now without this pain?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So she's ready to move on without this pain. She understands that she doesn't need this shield or armor or pain anymore.
Right.
Okay. So can the subconscious heal this pain right now? I know the subconscious can.
Yes.
Okay, great. Great. So please take that pain away. She doesn't need it anymore. And can I speak while this is happening? Okay. So I'm always curious how this is being done. How is the subconscious doing this?
It's being drawn out energetically.
Energetically.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
It's like a heart beat
Yes.
of its own.
Yeah.
It's being drawn like a sword being pulled from the armor.
I imagine that happening now. Being pulled out, healing taking place. And I'm wondering, is this similar to the type of healing that she'll be able to do at some point?
Yes.
Yes. Because you said energy healing.
That's good.
Yes.
You know.
The healing is complete? Or is it something that will
It's something that will
be complete?
it will be complete.
And I always want to be sure and make sure that we make certain that this doesn't come back, as long as she does her part.
Homework.
Excellent. Excellent. So she vows to do her part, and she can actually know if she does feel any pain start to come back, that she's not doing her part.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. So it is literally now a message.
So what I found so fascinating is that her subconscious had told her previously in the session that she would be doing some energy healing work in the future. I think it's very possible she was being shown a technique that she could be using in the future to help others. So ahead is a short conversation with my client, Carol Ann, talking about her experience. Enjoy. I'm here with Carol Ann, who is a client and a friend and someone I love very much. She had a quantum healing hypnosis session last week. I guess what I want to ask, what did it feel like when you were feeling that energy on your side?
What I was feeling at the time was, it was a heavy pressure, but it was almost like a magnetic. I actually felt energy being drawn up and out of my body. It was really cool. And actually, it was like a baseball mitt with my palm, and it was just gravitating up toward my hand. And I actually sensed and I felt and I know that it was healing my hip.
So when I asked your subconscious why you had that pain, it said that you were using it as protection. So what did that mean to you?
For me, it meant I was holding a lot of, energetically, I was holding a lot of tension of protection from being who I really am. Not opening up and sharing my true essence. And so it's just a reminder to me to honor my body. If I kind of give myself away too much, yesing everybody to death and, living on that human experience, I guess you can say, just being true to my essence is being open and honest and loving myself first before I can even love anybody else. And I always kind of put myself on the back burner a lot. So it was literally like girdling me and really preventing me from moving forward. And so it's what's really cool about it. It gave me the awareness, like, oh my God, I've been doing this for, quite a while. So it's really refreshing to be free and open. And the experience that I received with you is really, really phenomenal, and really, it was mind-opening to try this.
So this brings me really to the point. What I really want to try to point out is how it is that something in your mind or some of your thoughts actually ultimately create these issues, and we believe even disease, dis-ease. So talk about that.
No, I totally agree with you. Our thoughts are our, who we are. I mean, look, in the beginning I was procrastinating because I was afraid of something I didn't know. And so in life, we do that a lot. So if I was to focus on that fear, I would never have gone off that ledge. And I realized the fear is what keeps us back. And fear to me is very acidic, and there's disease right there. Fear creates disease. What you're afraid of is what you're going to attract into your life. Learning with you, you taught me so much that you just have to trust. Like, I trust that what's coming in. It's like what you said about, it's my imagination, it's my thoughts. It's like, oh my God, so let me look at it. It's just my body's or my mind's way of communicating with me in visions that I saw clearly who I am. And I'm much more powerful, and I'm more confident, and I'm very secure in who I am. I am very lucky to be who I am.
Yes.
And I love you for this.
Perfect. Thank you, Carolyn.
You're welcome. Superstar.